Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Our current session focuses on the objectives and presuppositions that guide the application of neurolinguistic programming. I hope and expect by the end of this session, you would have some know-how of what are the objectives of NLP, and you would also understand what are the underlying presuppositions or what are the guiding principles of NLP. Well, I would start with the objectives of NLP. In fact, there are 4 key principles that lie at the heart of NLP according to O'Connor and McDermott, 1996, as well as they are reinforced by Revell and Norman, 1997. I would take you through these one by one. The first guiding principle is outcomes, that is the goals or ends. What NLP claims is that knowing precisely what do you want, knowing precisely what you want to achieve helps you to achieve it. This principle can be simply expressed by saying, know what you want. Because once you know what exactly you want, it becomes, according to NLP, easier to achieve that. The second guiding principle is of rapport. A factor that is essential for effective communication, maximizing similarities and minimizing differences between people at a non-conscious level. So being in harmony with people, avoiding differences. This principle can be expressed as establish rapport with yourself and then with others. So to be in harmony with yourself first and then to be in harmony with other people. This leads us to the third principle that is at the core of NLP, and this third principle is sensory acuity. While noticing what another person is communicating consciously and non-verbally, this becomes very, very important. So basically what NLP suggests is that while people are communicating with you, notice what is their verbal and non-verbal action. Notice what is their conscious and what is their unconscious action. This can be expressed as use your senses. Look at, listen to, and feel what is actually happening. Because a lot of times what is being said is not what actually is meant. Rather, the body language, the non-verbal clues tell the truth or tell a lot of other things. The fourth principle of NLP is flexibility. Flexibility means doing things differently if you want, if you think what you are doing is not working. So being ready, being flexible enough to change your strategy. If communication is not working in one way, change your strategy for that. So having a range of skills to do things, something else or something different. And what this can be expressed through is keep changing what you do until you get what you want. So if you remember the first principle, that is to know what you want to achieve. So in order to reach there now, what you know that you want to achieve, you need to have some strategy according to NLP. And if one strategy does not work, you need to keep on changing the strategies until and unless you are successful. Well, my dear students, there are certain presuppositions that guide the application of these principles when it comes to NLP. Revell and Norman 1997 present 13 presuppositions in this regard. The first presupposition is mind and body are interconnected. They are parts of the same system and each affects the other. Number 2, the map is not the territory. We all have different maps of the world, which means we have different views about the world. We have a different kind of picture of the world in our mind, in our heads. So this variety should be acceptable. Number 3, there is no failure. Only feedback and a renewed opportunity for success. Whenever you fail, actually that provides you a chance to have a feedback on what you couldn't do well, and thus it provides you a new opportunity for success. Number 4, the map becomes the territory. What you believe to be true either is true or becomes true. Precisely, I would say, firmly believing in whatsoever you believe, that makes it a reality. Number 5, knowing what you want helps you get it. The sixth presupposition behind NLP is the resources we need are within us. So the real power to bring change, the real resources that can be utilized for that, they come from within, not from the outer world. Seventh, communication is non-verbal as well as verbal. That is why NLP focuses on giving attention to the non-verbal clues as well. Number 8, the non-conscious mind is benevolent. And number 9, communication is non-conscious as well as conscious. So it is important to focus not only on the conscious behavior, but also on the non-conscious behavior. All behavior has a positive intention. This is the 10th presupposition. The 11th presupposition is the meaning of my communication is the response I get. So basically it is the listener, it is the one who is receiving this communication who would determine what does it mean. I may believe I meant this or I meant that when I say something, but what actually would be considered as the meaning of what I say, depending upon what the listener understands. The 12th presupposition is modeling excellent behavior leads to excellence, because NLP believes in changing human behavior for betterment, for development, for improvement. So this presupposition goes in line with that. And finally, the 13th presupposition is in any system, the element with the greatest flexibility will have the most influence on that system. In fact, NLP believes in flexibility, in accepting differences, and in changing strategies till success.